This presentation of high school volleyball on CrescentCitySports.com takes us to the home of the Falcons. Ben Franklin is the place, and tonight it's a battle between the Falcons of Ben Franklin and the Hawks out of Archbishop Hannan. Emmanuel Pep is here with you, ready to take you the rest of the way. The Hawks come in as the defending Division III state champions, number one in the latest LHSAA power rankings. Meanwhile, Ben Franklin sitting in third right now in the latest power rankings in Division II. Two very accomplished programs. Of course, Archbishop Hannan winning the state title last year, breezing through it, really did not drop a set in the playoffs on the way to their state championship last season. Meanwhile, Ben Franklin had a solid season as well, just 2 years removed from making it to the state finals in Division II, where they lost to Turlings Catholic. Ben Franklin comes in with a record of 24-4, Archbishop Hannan at 23-6. And a little bit on the Falcons, coached by Jody Pelizano in her 31st season, all at Ben Franklin. She has an overall record coming into tonight of 936 wins to just 318 losses, and she is the winningest active coach in Louisiana. So you get to the top of the roll call as far as great volleyball coaches, not only today but all time, and Coach Pelizano is right at the top of that list. And she has several key players that she relies on, including Annabelle Allen, who leads the team in assists and service aces this year and was All-State as a junior last year. Grace Delpit in the middle, who leads the team in kills and blocks, and Zoe Bell, who's their junior libero, who leads the team in digs. Corey Stays has made a great impression as a freshman this year, second leading hitter on the team for Ben Franklin. It's a pretty deep roster. Meanwhile, for Archbishop Hannan, a team that was very young last year and really came of age against a tough schedule last season as well under head coach Rebecca Bonifay. Last year, the Hawks winning every set, did not drop a set on their way to a state championship last year. They were quarterfinalists in 2019. A couple of players to watch include Carly Bro, who was a state finals MVP a year ago and is third on the team in kills this season with 237. Riley Morris leads the team in kills. She has Sophia Bonifay, leads the team in kills at 382. Riley Morris is second at 259 this year. Kira Maurice and Sophia Bonifay co-lead the team in service aces with 43 each. Meanwhile, defensively, there's a Hawks team that is very sound defensively as well, can extend rallies, led by Claire Buisson, who has 366 digs this year. As the lineup is being introduced for both teams.
Number 8, Abby Ishida. Number 9, Landry Smith. Number 10, Riley Morris. Number 11, Abigail Martrain. Number 13, Kara Morris. Number 14, Kate Malone. Number 15, Caroline.
As the Hawks, it's the entire roster that's being introduced for both sides here today. Archbishop Hannan in their navy blue jerseys with the red numbering and lettering, red and white on the sleeves, white trim on the numbers and letters as well. Meanwhile, Ben Franklin is wearing black jerseys with green numbering and lettering and white trim. Now the Falcons are being introduced here at the gym of Ben Franklin High School. As we're getting ready for high school volleyball here on the campus of Ben Franklin High School. A little bit about Archbishop Hannan as well before we get started. Last year, Hannan played one of the toughest schedules. All of their non-district opponents last season at least made it to the quarterfinals of their classification. And that was a point of emphasis, of course, for Coach Bonifay, and really preaching to her team about the fact that this team is only going to continue to get better by playing the best, and they really came of age in the postseason. And now it's a team that's a year older and a year wiser as well, just a year removed from a state championship and ready to defend that this year with now a load of seniors on their team and upperclassmen as well. Ben Franklin, meanwhile, last year was the undefeated district champion. It was their 20th district championship, and they were AVCA All-Academic as a team 9 years in a row. Their last state championship for Ben Franklin. They've had 6 state championships and 3 runner-up finishes in their program's history. Their last state title, though, you have to go back to 2003. Ben Franklin is always a team that's going to get deep into the playoffs, but just haven't had that final breakthrough in recent years, even though they've been deep into the playoffs, semifinals, and state championships in these last handful of years.
As a reminder, masks must be worn over the nose and mouth for the duration of today's match.
We are so glad you joined us wherever you may be joining us from. It's Archbishop Hannan, and it's Ben Franklin getting ready to do battle here on the campus of Ben Franklin High School. And this presentation of high school volleyball, we're bringing to you on CrescentCitiesSports.com. There is a special pregame or pre-match presentation that is going on here. Alexandria Price, who's Director of Operations for the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation, who is currently talking on the floor.
This week's honoree is Annabelle Allen.
And Annabelle Allen is this week's honoree by the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation.
All right, congratulations, Annabelle. Just to run off some of Annabelle's accomplishments, include being a member of the volleyball team, of course, since freshman year, also holding the honor of team captain. She's also been a part of the tennis team for 3 years. She's the president of the Culinary Club, a member of the Green Society and National Honor Society. But when Annabelle is not playing on the field, she's out in the community volunteering for time with the Crew Volleyball Club, Volunteers of America, and the Junior League organization. Her involvement in various activities and organizations show that she's a well-rounded student athlete.
And Annabelle Allen's accomplishments being
Completing her senior year, she plans on majoring in business administration at the University of Southern California. Please give her a round of applause to this scholar.
read out here. And congratulations to Annabelle Allen, who's being honored by the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation ahead of this match. She is the Scholar Athlete of the Week. As we mentioned, all-state as a junior, all-metro as well. As the national anthem is now being played, so we'll pause for a moment before we come back. National anthem has just been completed, and we are just about set for high school volleyball here on the campus of Ben Franklin. We're so glad you joined us here. It's Archbishop Hannan defending Division III state champions against Ben Franklin, coming in at number 3 in the latest Division II power rankings according to the LHSAA. Teams breaking their huddles. And for Archbishop Hannan, as we get ready to get going here, starting on court in the front line, it's going to be Riley Morris, Carly Bro, along with Sarah Kirsch. And the back row starters, Sydney Grembowitz, Avery Boudreau. The libero is Claire Buisson. Also starting is Sophia Bonifay. Ben Franklin on the court as well. Their starters include Annabelle Allen, Grace Delpit in the front row, along with Sophie Roussel, Sophia Romero, The libero is Zoe Bell. Also Lily Mays in the starting lineup for Ben Franklin as well. It's going to be Archbishop Hannan to start on serve. It will be Boudreaux, Avery Boudreaux, to put this in play. The senior setter to get us going. Boudreaux left-handed serve over is received, and it's going to be an early set on the outside of the pin, down the line, and there's a kill for Grace Delpit, and a point for Ben Franklin to start off the night. Textbook set left side outside the pin, and Delpit goes line for that one to get Ben Franklin the first point of the evening. To put it in play, a serve just kind of ate up there, and that's a service ace. It kind of got up on the arms of Riley Morris, and it's a service ace for Annabelle Allen. Quick 2-0 lead there for the Falcons. Allen standing serve over and just diving to it, the libero there that time, and that was Claire Buisson just to get it over in a free ball, but the attack sailed out of bounds, but there was a tip on the way, and it will be a point for Ben Franklin. Well, the Hawks have just been alerted to this, and now a couple of questions here about whether there was a touch and whether it will be a kill. I believe it was Emma Fisackerly who got the kill on the outside that time, and now both officials conversing about this, and if there was indeed a touch. And it's overruled. So it's 2-1 instead, and Archbishop Hannan will be on serve here. Kira Maurice, the senior outside hitter, could play back row as a defensive specialist as well. Puts this one in play deep, serve received, and it's going to be set here on the outside. That's for Delpit, dug out, and just kind of tipped over there, and it's going to be a point for Ben Franklin. It's a net violation there on Sarah Kirsch that gives a point to the Falcons. And now Sophie Roussel will put it in play for Ben Franklin. 3-1 early on Falcons. Well, check that now. It's going to be a replay. So an inadvertent whistle. So no point on the board. It's still 2-1. And now it's set here. This is for Delpit just inside the 10-foot line, and that's dug out there by Maurice on the back row. And it's going to be a little pop over there by Bonifay, and that one goes out. Sophia Bonifay, the attack error that time, and it's a point to Ben Franklin. And now it is 3-1 Falcons. To serve, Roussel. Roussel, nice line drive serve over that time, and it was received calmly by Buisson, and there's a block that time. And that was Riley Morris who tried to stuff it down in front of the block, and Grace Delpit was having none of that, and a timeout called by Coach Rebecca Bonifay. Archbishop Hannan in a little bit of early trouble here, down 4-1. We're going to take a quick timeout and come back in 30 seconds. You're tuned on to high school volleyball on CrescentCitySports.com. Positive start here for the home side and Ben Franklin as they lead it 4-1. An early kill and a block for Grace Delpit on the front row as there's a line drive serve over again. Buisson handles it calmly, and now a hit there, and that one is dug out nicely that time. That was by Lily Mays. Here's just going to be a free ball over, so it's going to be a pass, and that's for Kirsch. Setting it up, a little tap over the block, just keeping it alive. Nice diving dig there by Mays, but it winds up being a point for Archbishop Hannan anyway. Lily Mays sprawled out to keep that rally alive momentarily, but eventually Archbishop Hannan able to win the point, and they're back on serve, trailing by 2 early. And so far, the Falcons have had a pretty effective answer for number 10 in Navy. That's Riley Morris, as that's going to be a reception and a hit that goes into the net that time from Emma Fisackerly, an attack error, and it's a point to Hannan. And it's Abby Daisadou. The standing serve, line drive over, nice reception, and a middle set here, and this is for Delpit, and that is just pure power that time from Grace Delpit. And she has been the very early difference maker thus far through these first 8 rallies. She's got 3 points on 2 kills and a block, and now she's back to serve. Delpit, jump serve. Reception, set from the middle. This outside for a kill, and that one goes for Hannan, and that's Sophia Bonifay. Notches her first kill, and that's the first kill for Archbishop Hannan. The first 3 points have come on errors on the opposite side of the net. 5-4, Falcons. Serve over, receive, Delpit, and it's going to be a bump set this time. This is on the outside, and that's going to be a kill. And that is Sophia Romero, who gets the point for Ben Franklin. Making sure that every service rotation is short here for Hannan thus far, and now back to serve. It will be Fasackerley. She sends it over, serve received, and it's going to be a bump set by Kirsch. On the outside there, and getting it down in front of the block that time was Saravalo. Elizabeth Saravalo with her first point of the match. Gets the Hawks right back on serve, and it is Bonifay back to serve for Hannan. Bonifay sends over. Calm reception there by Delpit. Set that time in the middle, and that is for a kill for Ben Franklin, and that is Corey Stays with the kill. And that's her first kill of the match. Falcons lead by 2. Set outside there, blocked back, but a good continuation that time. That was by Grembowitz, and then Stays was right there at the net. So too was Allen, and a point to Ben Franklin, and they lead by 3. Back to serve, it's libero Bell. Serve reception there by Bonifay. Set outside this time, and that one gets down in front of the block for Archbishop Hannan, and that's a point. Carly Bro gets her name in the book. Her first kill, and it's 8-6. Claire Buisson to put this one in play. She does. Serve received that time by Stays. Set from in tight from the net. This for Stays, and Corey Stays smashes that one home for the kill. Well, we've seen really the most powerful swings thus far and getting the most out of their swings. It's certainly on the home side, whether it's been from Delpit to set the tone, and now Stays with her last 2 points. And 2 kills for Corey Stays to make it a 3-point lead, but there's a quick answer on the other side, and that's Riley Morris. Morris, the tallest player on court. Gotta figure can only keep her contained for so long as Archbishop Hannan back on serve, down by 2. Boudreaux back to serve here for the Hawks. Boudreaux left-hand serve over deep corner there. Serve received, and it's going to be set outside. This is for Delpit off the block, but it's dug out in the back row by Bonifay. It's going to be set from behind the 10-foot line. A swing that goes cross-court out of bounds from Carly Bro. She sends that one wide as she was about a step and a half behind the 10-foot line, and it's a point to Ben Franklin on the attack error. Back to serve now, Allen. Serve received Buisson, and that's going to be set here on the outside, and that one off the block, but dug out there in the back row by Lily Mays. And then from the middle that time, it's Delpit, but it's dug out by Bro. And now tapping it over was Morris, and she gets that one down eventually. Falcons tried to keep it up on the front row there, but could not, and Riley Morris gets Archbishop Hannan back on serve. Back and forth we go here. Nobody's really been able to separate thus far, as you would expect between two teams of such a high caliber. As the serve over is received, and it's going to be set here from the middle. And this on the right side that time for Delpit, dug out by Buisson, kept alive further. It will be a free ball to Ben Franklin. Here's a pass to the middle, and a little setter dump there, but alert to it that time was Bonifay. And then what's good for the goose is good for the gander, I guess, as Archbishop Hannan winds up getting the point in the same fashion. Five different Hawks with a kill thus far, as that one goes for Kirsch, and it's 10-9. Serve over, received by Delpit, and it's going to be set here. This for Delpit, dug out nicely on the back row that time. That was by Bro, but we got a double. Double contact there will be called on Kirsch. First ball handling error attributed to either side in this match, and Ben Franklin back on serve, guarding a 2-point lead. Roussel, standing serve over to Buisson. Hustling over to bump set. That one was Kirsch. Deep middle there. Nicely dug out in the back row, but then Delpit trying to get that one over Morris. Could not. And it winds up being a point for Archbishop Hannan. Service substitution coming in as Morris is out. Abby Dysadu is in to put this one in play. Serve over deep there, received by Bell, and it's going to be set for Delpit. That one dug out, just kind of sliding to that one was Dysadu, and now a kill attempt, and that one will go down in front of the block for Sophia Bonifay. Bonifay's got 2 kills, and we're squared up at 11. Ben Franklin has led for most of this set. And now on level terms here, as largest lead has only been 3. High short serve over, received that time, and that was by Romero. And then is jousted back on Ben Franklin's side, tipped back over now to the Hawks side, and then Bonifay back to Bell, who digs that one out. Little finger roll there that time. But it winds up being a violation there on the other side on Allen. And a point for Archbishop Hannan. Dysadu, serve over, received by Delpit. And it's going to be set in this for Delpit. And Delpit was just able to get all of her power behind that swing. And Grace Delpit with 3 early kills. And the Falcons back on serve, squared up at 12. Delpit. Jump serve over, received by Bonifay, pops almost to the ceiling, and it's going to be a bump set by Kirsch for Bonifay, dug out by Bell. Bump set this time from Allen, and that one dug out there on the attack attempt by Boudreau. Little two-hand pushover by Buisson, and it's going to be a point for Ben Franklin. We got a double contact there. On that third hit over, that was just a little two-hand push. Falcons back in front, narrowly. Delpit. High angle serve that time. Buisson just getting to that one and trying to get that one back over. Unable to Boudreau. That will be a service ace attributed to Grace Delpit. As the reception really sent Archbishop Hannan scrambling. Great job by Delpit serving Hannan out of system. Serve that time. Much better reception there. And it's going to be set. That's for Bonifay. Dug out by Bell in the back row. And now Allen sets up. And this for Bell. That one dug out in the back row. Just getting to that one was Bro. There's a block attempt, but continued there that time by Kira Maurice. Little tap over by Bonifay, but that's covered that time by Fisackerly. Now attack attempt, and that one dug out by Boudreau. Bonifay outside, and that one dug out. Good cover on the back row there by Allen. Fisackerly again, off the block, and there to cover that time was Bonifay again. Bonifay with another swing, and that one is Delpit to dig this one out. By far the best rally of the match still going on. There's a dig on the other side by Maurice. Little dump over, and just hustling to that one was Allen. And now tapping that one over on an angle. That was Romero, and it's dug out by Boudreau. And still keeping it alive. Bell sprawling for it. Allen is just able to get this one over. Oh my gosh, the rally that will not end, and it does there by Sydney Grembowitz. And great defensive play on both sides of the net. Just all-out hustle. And while Archbishop Hannan wins the point on Sydney Grembowitz's kill, you got to credit Ben Franklin defensively. Some very athletic plays to extend that rally very, very deep before Grembowitz was able to eventually earn a hard-earned point for the Hawks and a timeout call by Ben Franklin. It'll give everybody a chance to catch our breath here on the gym and the campus of Ben Franklin High School. We'll be back in just a moment. You're tuned in to high school volleyball on CrescentCitySports.com. Crescent City Sports Prep Volleyball is brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner. The Lamarck Collision Center makes the repair process easy, and with our state-of-the-art equipment and certified technicians, it will be done right. We repair all makes and all models. 14-13 here in the first set. A very entertaining set, as we've expected. It's going to be a very close to the vest match, and we've already seen that here through the first 27 rallies of this match. Hannan to serve. A serve over. Received that time by Allen, and it's going to be set for Allen from Bell. That one dug out back middle. Now it's Kirsch to set this one for a kill attempt, and Allen was right there to dig that one out as it was Saravalo. And now a dig on the back row for Hannan's side, and now Bonifay with a swing, and Bell trying to dig that one out, but it pops right back to the back wall. So Sophia Bonifay notches herself another kill. That's 3, and it's a tie set once more. 14 all. Serve deep over, and just letting that one go out was Bell. And Zoe Bell lets that one drift beyond the back line, and it's a point for Ben Franklin on a service error. Now for Sackerly. We'll put this one in play for the Falcons. Line drive over, that's an ace. Well, that had incredible dip on that serve, and Saravalo was the closest to it, could not get underneath it. And Emma Fisackerly has the third service ace for the Falcons in this match. 16-14 Ben Franklin. She sends this one over. Buisson just getting to that one, just tipping that one over Kirsch. And now it's going to be set here, and that one stays. Dug out there by Sarah Kirsch. And now Bonifay with a swing, and that one goes too deep, out of bounds. And it will be a point on the attack error for Ben Franklin. 3 straight points for the Falcons, and some critical separation here in this latter stage of this opening set. Serve over, received that time cleanly by Kira Maurice, and it's going to be Bonifay to tap it over the block, but cover there by Allen. And now it's going to be Romero with a swing, block back, but continued there, and that was Delpit. Free ball over here for Hannan. Going to be a pass here to Kirsch. Kirsch is going to set, this time it's outside for Bonifay, and Bonifay with a kill for Archbishop Hannan. And Sophia Bonifay starting to warm to the task here. 17-15 Hawks, but now on serve. Bonifay jump serve over, received by Bell, spins high in the air. Allen going to set this one in the middle, and that one is out of bounds, just angled out. Delpit with the swing that time, and Ben Franklin thought for sure that was going to be in. Was ruled out instead, and a point for Archbishop Hannan. Serve over, just received there by Bell. It's just going to be a free ball over. A little bit of miscommunication there. Can Hannan take advantage here on the outside? And there's Bro with the kill. And indeed, Carly Bro there to take advantage on the outside of the pin. And we're tied at 17. Bonifay sends this one over. Serve received by Bell. It's going to be set in the middle. And this one outside for Stays. And Corey Stays gets Ben Franklin right back in front. Stays has 3 kills. Bell back to serve. Falcons lead by 1. Serve received by Buisson, and it's going to be set here on the outside. This for Bro, and that one dug out by Bell, sprawling to keep it alive. Nicely done there. It's a free ball over. That was Roussel, and now it's going to be set here, and that's going to be a kill for Archbishop Hannan. Elizabeth Saravalo earns the kill. That's her second. Tied up again at 18. But Archbishop Hannan, every time they've leveled the score, Ben Franklin has had an answer. To my recollection, Hannan has not led at all in this set, despite it being very close throughout. Buisson. Serve on an angle over, and that goes out, a service error. And sometimes have been a victim of just some free points given away by the Hawks. On rotation, back to serve here for Ben Franklin. It will be Lily Mays. Mays sends this one over on an angle, and that was received by Bonifay, and it's going to be set just a free ball over here, and now can Ben Franklin take advantage? A pass from Bell to Allen. Block back but continue, but it's going to be a Ben Franklin point as who did they get for being in the net? It was one of two. It was either Morris or Bro. Either way, it's a net violation on the block and a point for the Falcons. Serve over Mays. Buisson receives from in pretty tight at the net. Set up here from Morris, and there's a kill with authority by Riley Morris. Her third. Back to serve here, Boudreau. Boudreaux, serve deep over, received Delpit, who was tracking back a bit on an angle. Now Delpit with a swing. A block attempt was unsuccessful, and Grace Delpit with the kill. Allen back to serve here. Buisson runs to this one to receive it. It's going to be bump set here from Kirsch, and that one blocked back but continued. And now with another swing, it's Bro, dug out that time by Mays. Now set up on the outside, and this one is dug out in the back row, and now a swing, and that one goes to the back row where nobody was that time as everybody was playing shallow, and Carly Bro will get credit for the kill there for the Hawks. Back to serve now, Maurice. Kira Maurice sends this one over. Serve received that time by Mays, and it's going to be set on the outside. Nice diving dig that time by Buisson, and now a standing hit over by Bonifay to Bell. It's going to be set here from the middle, and that one for a kill attempt. That one was dug out from Fisackerly. That one dug out there by Bell with a swing and a try, but it winds up going into the first row of the stands instead. Sophia Bonifay will get credit for the kill there. And here we are once again, a level score at 21-21. Standing serve over, received there. That was by Delpit, and it's going to be set up for Delpit, and that one dug out there by Boudreaux. Now with a swing, that's Bonifay cross court, and that one goes out. Just angled that one a little bit too wide that time, did Sophia Bonifay. And the last 3 times the score has been leveled, it's been 2 service errors and 1 attack error on Archbishop Hannan's side, 22-21. Serve over received by Buisson, and it's going to be set here from Kirsch, and this one for Morris, and that one cannot go, as meeting it that time at the net, Fisackerly was there, Delpit was there too, and a timeout call by the Hawks. Big time presence at the net between Fisackerly and Delpit, and a timeout call by Archbishop Hannan. Critical late stages here, back-to-back points for the Falcons, and they lead at 23-21 on the tandem block that time by Fisackerly and Delpit. We'll keep it right here. So far, Grace Delpit in this first set, she's got 4 kills. She's had a solo block and a block assist and a service ace as well in this opening set. Corey stays with 3 kills as well. And at the end, just a few free points given away in some critical moments on Archbishop Hannan's side as well. And when you talk about a razor-thin difference between 2 high-quality programs here in the state of Louisiana, and you look to those moments and those free points that are given away, especially in those crucial situations. But make no mistake about it, Ben Franklin has had an answer early for Archbishop Hannan's offense. They've been very active defensively, and they've taken advantage of every opportunity that's been presented to them. As there's the serve over received, and it's going to be set this for Bonifay, and that one is blocked but out of bounds, so it will go as a kill for Sophia Bonifay. Well, she's racking them up in bunches. She's got 6 thus far in this set, but she's really had to work for those 6 kills, and she's had a few attack errors sprinkled in as well. 23-22, Falcons lead, Hawks on serve. And I believe we do have a timeout called, so we're going to take it with them. We'll be back in 30. You're tuned into high school volleyball on CrescentCitySports.com. (23-22), right down in a wire, and this is just the opening set. There's going to be plenty more where this came from between these 2 programs as Abby Dysadu is back to serve here for the Hawks. High float serve, and just getting to that one was Delpit, and now a swing for Delpit, and there's a kill. Grace Delpit, and how fitting that it's number 9, who's really racked up the kills and has led this offense in this opening set, who has given Ben Franklin now 2 chances at set point. And it will be on Delpit's hands as she will serve. She sends this one over, serve, receive, Bonifay. And now Kirsch bump sets. Bonifay winds and swings, and that one covered by Allen. Now Bell bump sets. This for Delpit from deep, and that's going to be a kill. Trying to dig that one out was Boudreau, but she wound up tipping it back towards the wall, and nobody else could chase it down. Grace Delpit with her 6th kill of the set, and that caps the set for Ben Franklin. 25-22. The home side takes it here to take a 1-0 lead here on this Monday evening on the campus of Ben Franklin High School. We'll be back in just a moment. You're tuning to high school volleyball on CrescentCitySports.com. Welcome back to the campus of Ben Franklin High School, and the Falcons have taken set number 1, 25-22 over the Archbishop Hannan Hawks. Check out the all-new Crescent City Sports Makers podcast presented by Southland Plumbing Supply. Our latest episode features Southland Conference Commissioner Tom Burnett, and you can catch a new episode every Thursday. Hit it at CrescentCitySports.com or subscribe to the Crescent City Sports Makers podcast through your favorite podcast provider. 6 kills in that opening set for Grace Delpit, 3 for Corey Stays, and Ben Franklin very sound in the big points in that opening set to take it 25-22. And now we'll see what kind of answer Archbishop Hannan has on their side. A set that was very tightly contested, that was tied about 6 or 7 times in that opening set, but the Hawks never led in that set. And it's a credit to the Falcons in those critical situations. Lily Mays will start it off here for Ben Franklin on serve. Mays sends over. Buisson gets to that one. Now Kirsch sets this one up, and that's Morris. And Riley Morris right on cue with her first kill of the set and her 4th of the match to give the Hawks their first lead of the night, and it comes on the opening point of the second set. Serve over, and that is received. And now Allen is going to set this one cross-court, and that's for Delpit. Tapped off the block, and there's covered by Boudreau. And now Bonifay blocked back, but continued by Buisson. Now Morris with another swing, tries to stuff that in front of the block, and eventually it earns a point for Riley Morris. Falcons did a great job of keeping Morris pretty quiet early on as that serve was deep corner received and now set up here. And that was for a kill attempt by Roussel. That's dug out, and now a swing that time that rattles off the tape, and then it was dug out by Roussel again. Here's Allen tapping that one over to Buisson. Now with a swing, this is Bonifay pushing that one back, but it's dug out there by Fisackerly. Now with a swing, that's the top of the block there, and covering that one was Boudreau. A little setter dump, and that one works for Sarah Kirsch. Sarah Kirsch with her second kill. And the Hawks out to a 3-0 lead. Serve over deep, received that time by Mays. And it's going to be a point for Archbishop Hannan. Just a little miscommunication there on Ben Franklin's side. The Falcons communicated very well on their side of the net through that opening set. Serve over, Bell receives. A little bit of a flat reception there. Delpit was blocked back. That was Morris who got most of that one. Kirsch was in on that one as well. And an early timeout by Coach Polizano. 5-0. Archbishop Hannan has raced out to an early lead here in set number 2. And that is the first block for the Hawks thus far in this match. And it'll be credited to Morris and Kirsch, who each get block assists. So we'll keep it right here. Crescent City Sports Prep Volleyball is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Who has all the gear you need to enjoy more sports and outdoors? All at prices you'll love, and with curbside pickup available now, it's never been easier to shop the top brands in-store and online only at Academy at academy.com. Early momentum here for Archbishop Hannan there. Now they've built up a 5-point lead and a tall early task to ask of the home side. Kira Maurice, who's been on the rotation, this is her service still, and it's received, and it's going to be set from inside the net. That's for Delpit. That one dug out by Kirsch. Bonifay with a swing. That one dug out as it deflected off of the block that time. That was Roussel. Now a swing by Roussel, dug out by Maurice, and there's going to be Bonifay leaning into one, block, but out of bounds. So it will be a kill for Bonifay. And it's all Hawks thus far in set number 2. Serve received by Bell. And it's going to be set by Allen. This for Delpit with a swing, and there's a kill. Well, Delpit found some early success going line, and she finds it again there. Straight on that time from Grace Delpit. Serve over, received by Buisson. It's a free ball there, and a little bit unorthodox, but it does go back on Hannan's side as Sophie Roussel was able to get that one down for a point. Serve over by Allen, received by Buisson, and now it's going to be Kirsch to set this one cross court. That's for Bonifay, and Bonifay with a full swing behind that one. They get the Hawks right back on serve after back-to-back Falcon points. Back to serve here is Daisadou on rotation. Serve received there. That was by Delpit. Now it's set to the middle for Delpit. Just getting in the way of that one to dig that one out was Boudreau. And then Bonifay puts that one away with a kill. Sophia Bonifay. 3 kills thus far in this set, 9 thus far in the match, and it's an 8-2 Hawks lead. High float serve, Bell receives, and it's going to be set here. This on the outside, and there goes a kill for Ben Franklin off the deflection of the block, and it is Grace Delpit posting her 8th of this match. Sophie Roussel. Line drive serve over, and that one, a bit of a late whistle there, and it is eventually called out, and a point for Archbishop Hannan. Service error that time. A competitive service, but just drifted beyond the back line. As Kirsch sends this one into the net. We haven't seen a lot of short serves here tonight. Any serve that has missed has either been long or wide. As this one goes back over to Ben Franklin, and now on serve will be Grace Delpit. She sends deep over, serve received, and it's going to be bump set by Kirsch. Very high. This for Bonifay, dug out nicely by Delpit. Now Allen sets this one for Romero cross court. Bonifay there to dig that one out. Now Bonifay with a swing up the bump set by Kirsch, covered by Romero. Little setter dump there. Bonifay alert to that one. Set up this time in the middle, and that one is kept alive there. But it eventually falls on Ben Franklin's side. It was kept alive initially, but Sydney Grembowitz was able to put that one away eventually. her first kill of the set, her second of the match. 6-point lead for the Hawks in set number 2. Bonifay back to serve. She sends that into the net. Back to serve will be Fisackerly for Ben Franklin. Sends this over. Reception, Bonifay. And now it's going to be set on the outside. A little tap over. That one covered that time, and it was by Fisackerly. And now Romero, just a bit of a mishit that time, and a point for Hannan. And Claire Buisson, the libero, back to serve here for Archbishop Hannan. She sends over deep. Received that time. It was by Stays, and now it will be set for Stays. Off the block. Just getting her hand to that one was Buisson, and then a little tip over deep, and Bell was able to take that one out. Now Romero with a swing, and it's blocked. Well, it all starts with the right hand of Buisson somehow was able to get underneath that ball, keep it alive, and eventually the block there by Morris and Saravalo. Now Stays with a swing, and that one goes deep and out of bounds, and it's an attack error and a point for Hannan. Back to serve, Buisson. She sends over, received by Bell, and it's going to be bump set here, and this is for Delpit, and that one was dug out that time by Kirsch. Now leaning into one and sending it into the net was Bro. Back on serve, Ben Franklin. Serve over, received, and it's going to be bump set this time by Kirsch, and this one is for Bro. She sends that one deep and out. Well, Carly Bro, who, as we mentioned, was the defending state finals MVP, has been kept pretty quiet by Ben Franklin thus far. She does have 3 kills. High shorter serve over. Buisson receives. It's going to be set this for Morris, and Riley Morris has really started to leave her handprint on this set. She's got 3 kills thus far in this set, 14-7 Hawks. Boudreau sends deep over and out. Bell intently watching that one just sail out. And on rotation, into serve, it will be Mays. Mays sends over, Buisson receives, and it's going to be set here high, and that one is for Bro, and Carly Bro able to notch her first kill of the set. Right back to the Hawks here, and Maurice, whose service was tough to break for Ben Franklin at the outset of this set, serves over, received that time cleanly by Mays. This one set for Delpit, and that one lands in. Grace Delpit. Kill number 9 of the match. Falcons in need of a run here, as we will have a substitution. And that is Kaya Dorotan, who is in for the first time here tonight. Serve received, and it's going to be set here. That's for Bonifay. Blocked back, but continued. And it's going to be a free ball over here for Ben Franklin. It's going to be a pass in the middle here for Allen. Set up for a kill attempt. That's blocked back. Delpit tried to tap that one over, but right there waiting at the net was Riley Morris. A solo block, her 3rd total block of this match. And the Hawks in firm command thus far in this set at 16-9. Serve deep over and out. I think that's one of those that Dysadu knew it when she hit it, and pretty much everybody else on Ben Franklin's side knew it as well. Just got a little bit too much underneath that one, and now Roussel sends this one over, serve received, and it's going to be set here for, that was Grembowitz, and Grembowitz gets the kill. So Sydney Grembowitz gets the Hawks back on serve here. Serve deep over and out. Well, you always want to find that balance. You want to serve competitively and try to serve a very technically sound team out of system as much as possible, but it's also led to a few service errors on Archbishop Hannan's side that have piled up as well. Delpit sends this one on a line drive over. Great serve and a better reception that time by Maurice. There's a block back. It is continued, though. Nice scatter there, that time by Dysadu, and then trying to tip it back over was Allen, and she hits it right into the net underneath the tape. Well, it was a point that Ben Franklin seemed in firm control of, and an unforced error that time gives the point to the Hawks. Bonifay sends this one deep over. Bell receives, and it's going to be set here, and this is for Stays. It rattles the tape, and then dug out that time by Kirsch, and now a swing cross court, and that goes for a kill. That is Carly Bro, and now a timeout will be called by the Falcons. 19-11, Archbishop Hannan leads. Ben Franklin up a set to none in the match. We'll take the break, come back in 30. You're tuned into high school volleyball on CrescentCitySports.com. Back here on the campus of Ben Franklin High School, the Falcons lead 1-0, but the Hawks in command right now in set number 2 at 19-11. And it's been the defense, especially at the net for the Hawks, and a little bit more efficient offensively as well, as this offense has run through the middle, at least at the outset. Serve received by Delpit, set up for a swing by Bell. Grembowitz digs, and this is going to be set up on the outside. That one goes deep and out. That was Bro with the swing there. Just got too much underneath that one, and a point for Ben Franklin right out of the timeout. Emma Fisackerly standing serve. That one trips the tape over, and just getting to that one was Bonifay, as that one kind of rode up on her arm, blocked back, but continued there as Delpin and Allen were set up, and now it's a free ball over, and now a little tip over by Allen, but alert to that one was Buisson. Then it's just pushed back and then back again, and then Bonifay able to get her hand underneath that one. Ben Franklin fans want that ball to be dead, but it is ruled alive, and Bell hits that one deep and out of bounds. Looked like Bonifay had gotten her hand underneath that one to keep that one alive, as there have been some diving desperation digs on both sides of the net here. And it's 20-12 Hawks. Buisson sends this one over, and it just lands beyond the back line, out of bounds. We're talking about a few inches in some scenarios on some of these service errors here for Archbishop Hannan, as they've really tried to serve deep. Now the set here on the outside, and that one goes off a deflection here for a point for the Hawks. (21-13). Archbishop Hannan leads, trying to tie this matchup, but has said all. Boudreau to serve. Sends this one over with the left hand. Serve received by Delpin. It's going to be set up here for Stays. Tapped off the block, and that one dug out there by Boudreau. Now a swing by Bro, and there's a kill. Block could not get set up there in time, and Carly Bro with her 4th kill of the set, her 7th of the match. And for Ben Franklin, you just want to at least take a little bit of positive momentum here going to set number 3, as now Allen tries to dump that one down, but Buisson was right there. Morris tries to push that one over. Delpit digs, but it's a free ball over. Now sent back over on a free ball by Boudreau. Now Allen from inside at the net. Set up in the middle there for Stays, and Corey Stays, who had 3 kills in that first set, gets her first of the second set, and the Falcons are back on serve. Service substitution. It's Mays back to serve here for Ben Franklin. She sends over. Buisson receives, and it's going to be set from inside at the net, and this one from Morris to try to tap it over. Jousted back over by Allen. Now set up here. This is for Bro with a swing, and that one is killed as Zoe Bell tried to get in defensive position there, but Carly Bro just too much pace to deal with that time on the swing, and Archbishop Hannan 2 points away from taking the set. Back to serve, Maurice. Sends this over. Bell receives, and it's going to be set cross court. This one is for Delpit. That one dug out there with cover by Boudreaux from the back row. Now tapping it over Bonifay, and that one kept alive, sprawling to that one. It was Fisackerly. And then a dig on the other side, and now Bonifay leans into one, and that one is dug out. And now it's going to be set in the middle here, and that one is dug out there by Boudreaux. Tap back over, and a kill for Kirsch. Sarah Kirsch just tipping that one back over, and now set points and a lot of chances here for Archbishop Hannan. 24-14. Kira Maurice sends this one on a high float serve over. Serve received, and it's going to be bump set here for a kill attempt. That goes deep and out of bounds. No touch. The attack error to Roussel, and the set to Archbishop Hannan. 25-14. The Hawks take it, and now we are tied at a set all, so we're guaranteed to go at least 4 in this one as we have reached the halftime break. 3 minutes in between sets, so we'll take it with them. We'll come back in just a moment. You're tuning to high school volleyball on CrescentCitySports.com. Welcome back to the campus of Ben Franklin High School. It's a set all here as halftime is winding down. We'd like to remind you folks to check out the all-new Crescent City Sportsmakers podcast presented by Southland Plumbing Supply. And our latest episode features Southland Conference Commissioner Tom Burnett. You can catch a new episode every Thursday at CrescentCitySports.com or subscribe to the Crescent City Sportsmakers podcast through your favorite podcast provider. In that second set, 15 kills for Archbishop Hannan, and they had 3 blocks as well. In on all of them was Riley Morris, who was the big factor in that second set. She also had 3 kills to set a good early tone, and 5 consecutive points from Archbishop Hannan in that opening of the set. And Ben Franklin never really recovered from there, as offensively the Hawks became a lot more efficient in putting rallies away in quicker fashion. We'll see what kind of counter adjustments Ben Franklin has on their side as we head to set number 3. Having a look at the Urban Culture Step Group here at Ben Franklin High School. We provided some halftime entertainment for the fans here in attendance as the Falcons and Hawks have really supplemented the excitement on the court as well. High-level volleyball that we've been accustomed to seeing from both of these programs. Of course, we talked about Ben Franklin and their history as a 20-time district champion, 6-time state champion. Archbishop Hannan, a defending state champion in their own right as well. And right now, nothing in it on the scoreboard as far as the sets are concerned. After 2, it's 1-all. Set 3 will start with the Hawks on serve. Claire Buisson to serve for Archbishop Hannan. To get the Hawks and Falcons underway in set number 3, and here we go. Serve received, that's by Delpit. Allen just punches that one over for a kill. Annabelle Allen, her first kill of the match. And it comes here in the opening rally of set number 3, and now Allen is back to serve. She sends deep over, received by Buisson from in tight at the net. Kirsch. This is for Morris, dug out by Bell, but it is a free ball back over, and Morris was right there. After Bell's dig winds up sending it right back just over the plane of the net. Riley Morris was waiting on it. Back to serve, it will be Boudreau. Standing serve over on a bit of an angle. Stays, receives, and now it's going to be set here for a kill attempt. That was by Mays. That one dug out in the back row. Then Bell sprawling to one to keep it alive. Now Roussel with a swing, and that cannot go. As waiting there were Morris and Kirsch. Great defense initially by Ben Franklin, but Archbishop Hannan winds up winning the point anyway, and Boudreau back to serve once again. She sends deep over, and that's received by Stays, and it's going to be set here on the back row. Standing hit over by Delpit to Buisson. Now it's Kirsch on a little slide play, and that one was dug out on a kill attempt by Morris, and it was Bell sending that one in the back row. That's where Bonifay digs out. Now with a little tap over, that one is Bro, and Carly Bro notches the kill for Hannan. Sending it over, Boudreau, serve received there by Stays, and it's going to be set up here for Stays, and she gets that one to go down in front of the block attempt. That could not be set up that time between Morris and Bro. Corey Stays with her 5th kill of the match. Serve over with Buisson, and it's going to be set here. This in the middle for Morris. Goes with the offhand that time, and Riley Morris doing it that time with the left hand. Kill number 8 for Morris. 4-2 early. Hawks lead set 3. Back to serve Maurice. She sends over deep. Bell receives, and it's going to be set here. And this is for Stays. That one kept alive there after the initial block attempt failed. Bonifay, and there's a kill. As that one kind of spun sideways off the block attempt. Sophia Bonifay. with kill number 10. She's the first to get into double digits in this match. Serve over received by Delpit, who's right behind her with 9 kills. And there's a swing that's dug out by Buisson. It's a free ball and then a joust at the net. Back on Ben Franklin's side. Free ball sent over Allen. Buisson passes to Kirsch. Sets up outside this for Bonifay. And that one dug out there with the left hand that time by Fisackerly. And it cannot be kept alive any further by Ben Franklin. Point to Hannan. Nice initial left-hand dig attempt by Fisackerly, but the Falcons could not keep the ball up anymore. Serve received by Delpit goes sideways. That's an ace. And believe it or not, that is actually the first service ace for Archbishop Hannan in this match, and it comes off the hands of Kira Maurice here in set number 3. As we'll take the timeout with Ben Franklin, who just took it back in 30. 7-2 Hawks in set number 3. You're tuning to High School Volleyball on CrescentCitySports.com. Kira Maurice, who just gave the Hawks their first service ace of the match, back on serve here out of the timeout. Maurice standing serve over. That's received by Delpit. And it's going to be set in the middle, and this one for Fisackerly. And deep corner, Fisackerly goes for the kill. Emma Fisackerly. Notches the kill there. And the Falcons back on serve here with Mays. Sends over, Buisson receives. And it's going to be Kirsch to set. Leading into this one for a kill. That is Riley Morris. Morris already has 3 of the first 8 Hawks points in this set. All on kills. Abby Dysadu back to serve here for Archbishop Hannan. Dysadu sends it over. Romero receives, and it's going to be set here, and that in the middle. That one dug out there that time, and it was by Maurice. Now with a swing. That one was Brown. It was dug out there on the back row, and that was by Mays. Another dig there on the other side. This for Boudreaux. Now Bonifay with a swing, and there's a big block. A statement block that time on Ben Franklin's side, and it was Delpit who was there. Romero was there too. They split the block between those two, and it's 8-4. Falcons back on serve. Serve over received, and chasing the bump set. This is Kirsch. Bonifay with a swing deep, and that one goes out. And that might be the residue effect of the block that happened on the rally before, and the Falcons' block was getting there again. So trying to go deeper there was Bonifay, but to no avail, but a service error as it's given right back on a ball sent right into the middle of the net. Back to serve now, Kirsch. Kirsch sends it over. Serve received. And it's going to be Allen to set this one. And it's for Delpit. Off the block and to Buisson. Kirsch sets this one up. And that's for Bonifay. A little tip there. And Allen was able to cover it. Now Bell bump sets. This from Romero. Taps it high over the block. Buisson right there to easily cover. Now from the middle. And there is Grembowitz. And that one goes out. Grembowitz sends that one out of bounds on the attack error. And it's a point for Ben Franklin. Bell, serve, received. That goes backwards here. Buisson has to chase it down. She does. And it's a free ball just sent over as the Hawks were served out of system that time. And now Delpit with a swing. Covered there off the block attempt. That's by Bonifay. Bonifay with a swing and off the deflection gets a kill. Well, initially it looked like Ben Franklin was going to get the front foot of that rally. But a quick recovery by Archbishop Hannan and Bonifay with the kill. Bonifay, jump serve over, Bell receives, and it's going to be set here, and this in the middle, that's for Delpit, blocked back, but continued there, as that was Grembowitz on the initial block. Now Roussel, that's dug out on the back row there by Bonifay. Now leaning into this one and trying to get it to go, and doing so is Saravalo. Elizabeth Saravalo with her first kill of the set, her third of the match. Bonifay. And she stepped over the end line. A service error on Bonifay. The line judge was right on top of it as well. And it turns it right back to Ben Franklin. Delpit back to serve here for the Falcons, trying to chip away, down by 4, sends it into the net. Service errors now starting to pile up on both sides here, where it was exclusively almost on Archbishop Hannan's side in that opening set, and now Buisson back to serve here for the Hawks. Buisson sends it over, received, Delpit, and it's going to be set here on the outside. This for Stays, and that one, Kirsch tried to dig it out and was sent backwards, and then it winds up landing anyway. So Corey Stays will get credit for the kill that time. That is number 6 for Corey Stays on this match. Falcons once again within 4. Allen. Standing serve over, received, and it's going to be set here on the chase by Kirsch, and now Burrow with a swing, dug out perfectly by Delpit. Now with a swing there for Sackerly, and takes a couple of deflections and lands on Hannan's side. Emma Fisackerly with the kill. Falcons climbing a little closer here as Allen. Serve over, received. Going to be pushed towards the net, and from in tight, Kirsch set that one up for the kill, and that's Riley Morris, who was right there on the spot. She joins her teammate Bonifay in double figures as she now has 10 kills on the match. Avery Boudreau back to serve here for Hannan. Right now holding steady at a 4-point lead. Serve over, and that is received by Stays. Running the bump set this one, Allen. That for Fisackerly. Blocked back, but continued by Bell. Allen sets other side here. This for Roussel. Rule it dead. Double contact. Ben Franklin has been pretty clean from that side as far as limiting the ball handling errors, but called for a crucial one there as the service reception that time. Now set up for Stays, and that's a kill as it rattles the tape, going right through, and Buisson could not get to it. Corey Stays starting to try to heat up here for the Falcons. Roussel sends it over. Buisson receives, sliding to her right. Now set up here. This for Morris. Sends it deep, and on trying to get underneath that one, unable to do so, was Delpit, and a kill for Riley Morris. Back to serve now will be Maurice. She sends it over. Serve received by Bell, and it's going to be just tapped over by Allen. Buisson there. And now set up on the slide play. That's Morris. Goes down the line, and it goes out of bounds wide. On the slide from the middle, Riley Morris tried to go line there. Angled that one too far to the right. And an attack error and a point for Ben Franklin. And now back to serve here on rotation will be Lily Mays. Sends it over. Buisson receives. Bump set here. Kirsch leaning into one. Bonifay. And Bonifay crushes that one for a kill. That is number 11 for Bonifay. 16-11 your score here. Hawks lead. Abby Dysadu in to serve here for Hannan. She sends over. Bell receives. Just getting underneath that one. The bump set was for Sackerly. That one dug out there on the attack attempt by Boudreau. Now a free ball just sent over deep that time, and it was to Mays. Now Bell with a swing, and that one dug out in the back row, and that time it was Maurice. Now with a swing, and that one rattles into the net. An attack error on the Hawks. Gives a point to Ben Franklin. Fisackerly back to serve. Serve over, receive Maurice, pops high there. Kirsch sets this for Bonifay. Bonifay crushes that one. Lily Mays tried to get into position, but just a great downward swing that time by Bonifay, and just too much speed and downward angle that time for Mays to handle. 4th kill of the set for Bonifay. Serve over, received. Now it's going to be set here on the other side. This for Delpit. And Grace Delpit. Hard to believe that that's her first kill of the set, but it is. And she is now at 10 kills for the match. Zoe Bell back to serve here for the Falcons, whose trail it still by 4. Scoreline has barely moved here as far as the margin in these last 10 or so rallies. An attack attempt, that one goes out. That was Saravalo who sent that one a bit errant, a little too long. This has been about as close as the Falcons have been in those last dozen rallies. Serve receive Buisson, and it's going to be set here. This in the middle. That one blocked and eventually down. And that was Delpit who was there along with Roussel. And now the Falcons are within 2. Big tandem block and a timeout call by Archbishop Hannan. And we'll take the break and come back in just a moment. You're tuning to high school volleyball on CrescentCitySports.com. Crescent City Sports Prep Volleyball is brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 35 years, transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality at Gibbs Construction. Right now, Ben Franklin trying to construct the rally as they've been trailing most of this set. Zoe Bell back to serve. Falcons trail by 2. That one on an angle line. Serve received there by Maurice, and now a swing, and that winds up being a point for Hannan out of the timeout. Big point for the Hawks, and it was Saravalo who was there. Hannan back on serve with Bonifay. Bonifay sends it over on a line, goes out. A service error. And the lead back down to 2. Corey stays. Back to serve. She sends over. Receive Buisson. And that one toward the net. And now we got a whistle. And it's going to be a point for Hannan. Just reaching over the net that time. Was Ben Franklin. Trying to see who they got that time. I believe it was Dorotan, as now it's back on Hannan's side after the service, and here's a swing by Morris, and there's a kill for Morris. (20-16), couple of critical points and a timeout call by Ben Franklin. We'll take the break and come back in just a moment. You're tuning to high school volleyball on CrescentCitySports.com. Hawks with 2 straight points, forcing a timeout by Ben Franklin. 20-16, Hannan leads. A set all here in the match. Buisson back to serve for Hannan. She sends that one, trips the tape, and just reacting to that one was Dorotan, and now it's going to be sent over on a free ball here. Buisson going to pass. Kirsch sets this for a swing on the outside, and that's blocked. Cannot go. There at the net were Dorotan and Allen. Serve over, received, and it's going to be set here. This for a swing on the outside, dug out by Bell. Nice job getting to that one, going to her right. Now Fisackerly with a swing. That one is dug out. Now set to the middle. This for Morris, and Morris gets the kill off a deflection. Riley Morris has been virtually unstoppable in this set. She's got 7 kills thus far in set number 3. 21-17 Hawks. Back to serve Boudreaux. Boudreaux sends over. Serve received a bit flat there, and now just tipping it over that time. Dorotan now with a swing. That one is Morris, and Morris finds some space for the kill. (22-17). Big time kick here by Archbishop Hannan of late. After the Falcons were able to close it down to a 2-point edge. Serve received by Stays. Now set back this time. That's for Delpit. Dug out there by Bonifay. Now with a swing just inside the 10-foot line. It's Bro. Just getting to that one for Sackerly. Now it's just going to be a free ball sent over by Stays, so it'll be passed to Kirsch. Kirsch sets up on the slide. That's Morris. Spins off the block. Pushed back over, but to Buisson. Now with a swing and a kill for Archbishop Hannan. That is Carly Bro. Been a bit of an uphill climb for Bro to get to this point, but now she's at 10 kills. 2 in this set. 23-17 Hawks. Back to serve Boudreaux. She sends over. Serve received there by Delpit. And it's going to be set here. This for Stays, and that one dug out Boudreaux. Now with a bump set. Here with a swing, Bro, and that one's going to be double contact off the block, so it will be a block there. That time it was Dorotan along with Stays. Serve over received by Buisson, and it's going to be set here, and this is for Morris. Morris angles that one for the kill. Brings about set point with 6 chances at it for Hannan. Kira Maurice back to serve. She sends over. Bell receives. Running underneath the bump set this one. Allen just having to reach back for that one. It stays, and she sends that one out of bounds. The set that time was behind Stays, so she had to readjust her body to it and just angled that one out of bounds, and it is a point and the set to Archbishop Hannan. 25-18, the Hawks take it, and they now lead the match 2-1 over Ben Franklin. We'll take the break. You're tuning to high school volleyball on CrescentCitySports.com.
One game a year. BSN uses the other one. I like to think they were better than they are.
Back here on the campus of Ben Franklin High School, as the Archbishop Hannan Hawks have taken a 2-1 lead over Ben Franklin. The score line thus far, 22-25, 25-14, 25-18 Archbishop Hannan. Check out the all-new Crescent City Sports Makers podcast presented by Southland Plumbing Supply. Our latest episode features Southland Conference Commissioner Tom Burnett, and you can catch a new episode every Thursday. Get it at CrescentCitySports.com, or you can subscribe to the Crescent City Sports Makers podcast through your favorite podcast provider. 9 kills in that third set, and leading the way emphatically Riley Morris, as thus far on the match she's got 15 kills. Meanwhile, for Archbishop Hannan offensively, Sophia Bonifay also had 4 kills in that third set. Meanwhile, Ben Franklin led offensively by Corey Stays in that third set, who had 3 kills. She's got 7 for the match. A couple of timely blocks that were able to cut an early Archbishop Hannan lead down to as little as 2 at one point, but the Hawks were able to stay resilient throughout. And when in doubt, they went to number 10 in that third set. Ben Franklin now backs against the wall here. But you never know it looking on their side of the net as they are hyping themselves up here at the beginning of set number 4 before we get underway. Well, Archbishop Hannan has been able to set early tempo in these last 2 sets, something they really didn't do in that opening set, and that's where Ben Franklin was able to gain a lot more confidence as they had an answer in every tight situation. But the Hawks have opened up early leads in the last 2 sets. Can Ben Franklin flip the script here as we're underway? Early attack attempt, and there's a kill right out of the box for Carly Bro. And the Hawks on serve here after winning the opening point of set number 4, Avery Boudreau. Back to serve here. Left-hand serve over. That is received there, and that was by Delpit. Set up this time for Stays, and that's a block. Right there at the net, it was Morris. Bro will get credited for a block assist as well. First 2 points to the road team. Serve over. Receive. Bell. Set very high there. Now Allen, and there's a swing for Roussel. And Sophie Roussel with the kill.
May I have your attention, please? Your mask should be over your mouth and your nose at all times unless you are a player on the court.
It's a second kill of
Thank you for your cooperation.
the match for Roussel. And now with the service, it will be Lily Mays. Mays sends over, serve received, and it's going to be set here. This is for Morris, and that one dug out that time. It was by Fisackerly, sent over in a free ball, Roussel. Now it's going to be set here on the left side, cross-court kill attempt that goes for Carly Bro. Bro with the kill, and it's 3-1 to Hannan. Serve over, received that time, just adjusting to it was Roussel. Now with a swing, it's Delpit, covering there behind the front line, and that was Boudreau. Now with a swing, and there's a kill for Hannan. Hawks serve received, now set by Allen. This is for Delpit, and that one did not get a block. It was just deflected off the tape, so an attack error and a point for Hannan once again. Serve over Maurice on an angle that time. Received there. It was by Mays, and now set up for a swing, and that winds up being a point for Ben Franklin anyway. There was a net violation on Archbishop Hannan, but it will be a kill credited to Ben Franklin in any event. And now Allen to serve. Allen floats serve over. Buisson receives, and it's going to be set here, and now it's somehow returned back over on the Morris swing, and now set up here on the opposite side for Bonifay. That one dug out by Mays, and now with a swing, it's Roussel. And Roussel sends that one out, but was there a touch? There was. Looked like there was, and the first official confirmed it. Sophie Roussel gets her second kill of the set. Annabelle Allen back to serve here for the Falcons. Sends over, receives, sent a bit sideways there, and now with a swing, and that one goes out of bounds. A bit astray from Riley Morris, but it was really set up on just kind of the awkward reception by Archbishop Hannan. High short serve. Buisson just running to that one, and it's just going to be pushed over, and a little two-hand push there by Morris. Now with a swing, and that one is Delpit And Grace Delpit with the kill. Delpit, after a very strong start, had just one kill in the entirety of that third set. Serve over received by Buisson. Now it's going to be set up here on the outside. That's for Bonifay. And Bonifay with the kill. Just too much pace that time for Allen to try to handle, and she could not quite get square in front of that ball. 6-5 Hawks. It was 5-1 just a moment ago. Great rally by Ben Franklin to level up the score. Serve received, and it's going to be set from inside at the net here for Delpit. That one dug out off the back row. A little two-hand pushover setter dump try by Kirsch, but Allen was alert to that one. Now Roussel with a swing, and that one goes out. Deep corner, but Roussel just missed her spot. And now Diasadu back to serve here. She sends over, received there by Delpit, and it's going to be set up for Delpit, and looked like Delpit maybe tried to go with the changeup that time, and just a bit of a mishit. 3 straight points now to the Hawks. Diasadu serve over, just chasing to that one. In front of her was Mays, and now a swing, and that one goes for a kill for Grace Delpit. Roussel back to serve. She sends over on the standing serve. Received there, and it's going to be set to the middle, and a little tap over on an angle. A little clever shot by Sydney Grembowitz. Her 4th kill. Now the serve over on an angle. That one is received, and it's going to be bump set this time in the middle. That's for Delpit. That one dug out by Buisson, and then Buisson sends it over on a free ball in the third hit. Now a set here on the outside, blocked but out of bounds. It's Fisackerly who will get credit for the kill. Emma Fisackerly, her 3rd kill of the match. Back to serve, it will be Delpit. She sends over, serve received, and inside at the net that time, just pushed over by Grembowitz. Now with a swing for Sackerly, and it's going to be a point for Ben Franklin. Violation on Hannan's side. Falcons back within 1. Serve over received by Buisson, goes sideways to the right, and chasing that one down was Bonifay. Just a free ball sent over. Now a pass from Bell to Allen. Sets up here. That was Delpit who tried to push it deep, but there was Archbishop Hannan defensively, and then it turns it into a kill for Grembowitz. The initial dig was Maurice, and then Grembowitz puts it away for Hannan. Bonifay, jump serve over, Bell receives, and could be a free ball. It is, and Grembowitz was right there to take advantage. Well, Sydney Grembowitz starting to pile up the kills on her side. She had 3 kills through the first 3 sets, and she's got 3 in this 4th set now. Jump serve over, Bell receives, and it's going to be set here. Inside at the net, and that one cannot go, as it was Stays who tried to kill that one. Grembowitz was waiting again at the net. And the Hawks matching their largest lead of the set. Bonifay sends over on the service, and that one is received, and it's going to be set here. Just running up to that one at an angle. It's blocked back, but continued there as Fisackerly. Now a free ball sent over, and it's going to be a pass to Kirsch. Kirsch sets in the middle, and this one for a kill attempt. That one is dug out. Nice sprawling dig there, and that was by Allen. Now with a swing, that is Delpit, and Grace Delpit puts that one home for the kill. Her 3rd kill of the set. Serve over, receive. Then it's going to be set here in the middle, and that one off the block attempt, and that one is pushed back over, but still kept alive. And now with a swing, it's blocked back again. That was Bro, but it was continued. Now a swing this time, Grimbowitz, and that one goes too deep and out. Well, the Falcons have been very resilient, facing a 4-point deficit on a couple of different occasions. They've cut it in half once again. Serve received by Bonifay, and it's going to be set cross court this time for Bro. And that one cannot go. And it will be a timeout, I believe. No. Looks like Coach Bonifay maybe wants a timeout here. And she will get it. Timeout on the court. We'll take it with them, 12-11. Archbishop Hannan protecting the lead. We'll be back in a second here on CrescentCitySports.com. Back here at the campus of Ben Franklin High School, and the Falcons have had a couple of 4-point deficits to face, but now they're only trailing by one. Serve reception by Bonifay, now set up for a kill attempt, and that one goes right out of the timeout, and it is Saravalo. Elizabeth Saravalo with her 5th kill of the match. And now Buisson to serve here for Hannan. She sends over, received by Bell. Now it's going to be set from the middle, and this one outside for Stays, and that's blocked. Saravalo there. So too was Morris, as they team up on the tandem block. Buisson to receive, or to serve, Serve over, received by Bell. Now it's going to be set here, this for Romero. Taps that one over the block, but to Kirsch. And now with a standing hit, Saravalo, and that one just cannot go. It went into the net from Saravalo, and a point for Ben Franklin. Zoe Bell back to serve for the Falcons. Serve over, received, and it's going to be bump set this time, and it's going to be a swing by Bro. That one dug out there by Delpit. Two-hand push over by Allen. Bro was alert to it. Now Saravalo, block back, continue. Buisson. Now Kirsch in the middle. This one from Morris, and that one trickles back over on the Ben Franklin side as there was a touch of the block attempt. And then Roussel with a swing. Kept alive somehow, but it cannot be retrieved over a third time. Sophie Roussel earns the point for Ben Franklin eventually. And the Falcons back within one again. Serve over Bell, received there. And now it's going to be bump set this time on the opposite side for Bro. And that one cannot go. Harley Bro, the attack error. And we're level at 14 aside. Bell sends over, a flat reception. That's an ace for Zoe Bell. Well, the Falcons racked up a few of those in the opening set. Their 4th service ace of the match. First one by Bell. Serve over, receive. Much cleaner that time. A bit inside at the net, and here's Morris with a swing, and there's a kill. Riley Morris has been very busy in this match. But that's just her first kill of the set. Avery Boudreau back to serve. She sends over, received there, and it was by Stays. Now it's going to be set up for Stays with a swing, and that is blocked. And guess who at the net? Morris was there. Right in tandem with her was Carly Bro. Well, the Falcons have made a habit out of coming back from narrow deficits in this set, and they face another one here, trailing 16-15. They've not let Hannan get completely away, though, as that one angled. Delpit receives it by the sideline that time. That one blocked back and eventually down for Archbishop Hannan. And a point for the Hawks, and again in tandem, it was Bro and Morris. Avery Boudreau. Standing serve over to Stays, and now it's going to be set here on the outside. That for Roussel, off the block, dug out by Bro. Now it's going to be set, and just hitting that one over was Morris, but it was dug out. Now free ball sent back over by Bell, and there's Buisson passing to Kirsch. Sets up on the outside, and there's a spike by Carly Bro. It's been a hard-working type of night for Carly Bro, and a timeout call by Coach Polizano, as the Falcons trail it now 18-15 here in set number 4. We'll take the break and come back in just a moment. We're tuning to Prep Volleyball on CrescentCitySports.com. Crescent City Sports Prep Volleyball is brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner. Lamarck Lincoln is the only Lincoln Black Label dealership in the market. It's more than ownership, it's membership. There must be a reason. To serve, Avery Boudreau. The Hawks leading by 3 and 2-1. Serve received by Bell, and it's going to be set back this time, and this is for Delpit. Dug out Buisson. Here's a bump set by Bonifay, and now Bro runs up to that one, hits that one over, but dug out. And now with a swing, it's Roussel. Dug out off the block, and then tap back over by Morris. Chasing that one to keep it alive was Bell, but the third hit goes into the net. Great chase down by Bell, but it went for naught in the end for Ben Franklin. Boudreau will be back to serve here, and we'll have a little bit of a delay to wipe up a wet spot on the floor. Right by where Bell landed. The hustle play to keep the rally alive for just a moment more. Hawks starting to close in. Serve received there, and it's going to be a free ball, but a miss hit that time by Riley Morris. Well, Morris's eyes lit up at that one, but just could not connect on the swing. Lily Mays back to serve here for Ben Franklin. Mays sends over. That's an ace. Dipping down at the end, Lily Mays gets the service ace. That's her first. And the team's 5th service ace on the match. Mays sends it deeper over. Buisson receives, and now it's going to be set. This one toward the outside, and there's a kill for Bro. Carly Bro with 4 kills in this set. Archbishop Hannan leading by 3, 5 points away from the win. Serve over by Maurice, received, and it's going to be set on the outside. This is for Delpit, and she splits the block beautifully, does Grace Delpit. And she's got 4 kills. The Falcons have faced an uphill battle, but they keep punching right back as Allen serves. That was received by Buisson. Two-hand push over by Buisson in the third hit. And now it's going to be set in the middle. Then Delpit taps that one on an angle around the block. And Grace Delpit with kill number 5 in this set puts the Falcons within a single point. Serve over, receive Buisson. And it's going to be set by Kirsch. And this one is for Morris. And that one is dug out initially by Bell. Sent over on a free ball, Mays. Now a pass to Kirsch, sets up outside for Bonifay, and Bell tries to get to that one. She did for a moment, but then Allen could not chase it down further. Great effort by Bell, and then Allen on the chase, but Bonifay gets the kill on the point. And for Bonifay, make it 16 kills unofficially on this match. Daisadou back to serve here for Archbishop Hannan. She sends over, and it is received by Delpit. Now it's going to be set for Delpit with a swing cross court. That one dug out by Boudreau. Now with a swing, here's Bonifay. Off the block and eventually down, and Sophia Bonifay pushes the Hawks a little bit closer. And a timeout call by Ben Franklin. We'll take the break with them. 22-19 Hawks here in set number 4 with Archbishop Hannan leading 2-1. This is Prep Volleyball on CrescentCitySports.com. Back here. 22-19. Archbishop Hannan leads. The lead 3. The points needed 3. Serve over Bell just gets to that one. And a little bit of a sprawl for it. And it's just angled back over, but out of bounds. An attack error. Well, Ben Franklin was served out of system there as Bell just sprawled to get to that one. And Ben Franklin didn't really get a meaningful swing on their side of the net. Serve over Daisadou, received by Delpit this time. And now it's going to be set up for Delpit. Nice dig there by Boudreau, standing her ground. And then a swing and a kill by Bonifay. And taking over in these latter stages of this set is Sophia Bonifay. And now set and match points are on Archbishop Hannan's hands. They've got 5 tries at it. Ben Franklin trying to rally once more. Serve over, received by Delpit. And inside at the net, Allen blocked back but continued. And then it's going to wind up going underneath the net. Not able to play that one further, Roussel. And Archbishop Hannan gets out of here with the win. 25-19 in set number 4. And the Hawks take the match 3-1. Final score 22-25, 25-14, 25-18, 25-19. Great battle by Ben Franklin, but Archbishop Hannan standing their ground and standing tough, and Riley Morris really became unstoppable in the latter part of this match, and this offense was able to really spread out the attack through several different players here tonight. Sophia Bonifay really got some critical points down the stretch in set number 4. Great defense on both sides, some service errors that piled up on each side as well. Ben Franklin resilient all night, as they were able to stay in front for most of that first set, which they won. Battled back a few times, especially here in this 4th set. But it is the Hawks who escape with the victory to go to 24-6 on the season. Ben Franklin, meanwhile, drifts to 24-5 on the year. A couple of quick leaders before we wrap it up here, as Grace Delpit wound up with 6 kills in the opening set. She wound up with 15 for the match for Ben Franklin. Delpit also had 4 total blocks unofficially. Corey Stays had 7 kills. Meanwhile, for Archbishop Hannan, unofficially, it was Riley Morris who led the way in kills, as she had 9 in the 3rd set alone. She wound up with 16 for the match. Also leading the way in kills, actually leading the way in total for Archbishop Hannan, was Sophia Bonifay. She had 17 on the match. Couple of early kills in that 4th set, from Sydney Grembowitz as well, as she wound up with 7 on the night. As Archbishop Hannan takes it 3-1, once again, 22-25, 25-14, 25-18, 25-19. Thanks to Chip and Matt Merritt for producing it for the camera work. Emmanuel Peppa signing off. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. as once again, this presentation of Crescent City Sports High School Volleyball, Archbishop Hannan takes it 3-1. Good night, and we will talk to you again down the road.